What's up, guys? This is the Finesse Father here, and we are going to keep things moving with the giveaways. We went ahead and gave out 5 codes yesterday, 3 the day before, so let's keep moving. Now, today's contest is going to be very simple. I want you to post below your favorite World War II tank. Now, it has to be something that actually was mass produced, something that actually got out there, something, you know, that wasn't just a prototype. So, you know, whatever it is, post it below and leave your gamer tag, and I shall pick a winner for the code tomorrow evening. Anything you want it to be, as long as it, you know, moss obviously not included because, you know, it was made, but it wasn't mass produced. It never saw any combat. So, you know, your T-29, your Black Prince, things like that fall in that category with the moss. It just doesn't, you know, for all intents and purposes, does not exist because it never saw combat. Moving on. Guys, I know you've seen some of these videos. Whenever I spawn north on this map, I have some guys with me, I will immediately go to K1. And if you go to K1 here, it's just free damage. That's the only way I can put this. You go over here, you just stay hold down, and you farm the guys pushing the mid. I mean, it is just glorious. The amount of action you can have over here and just, you know, keep the front there, the guys in the mid, concerned. So not only are they concerned about who's facing them, they're concerned about who's shooting them in the buttocks. So there's a lot going on, and it's an excellent position. And this, you know, works well if you've got a 140 or a Leo 1 or what have you. Now, granted, you do this in the lower tiers, you may get a different result, because it seems like more apt for people to kind of YOLO you if you're in the lower tiers. I don't know. That's just kind of my experience. Now, granted, of course, I'm not super comfortable with the word YOLO, because to me, if somebody sees me over here and they see a bat in the corner and he is just making mince work out of the front, to come over here and risk your tank to shut him down honestly seems like a good trade. Like if a tank came across the hill here and just decided to rush me, even if he sacrificed his life, the amount of HP he would save these heavies in the long run, I feel like would really, you know, make up for it. Now, granted, of course, this, you know, is in a situation where, you know, if you see somebody over here who knows what they're doing, you know, not that I'm that guy, but I'm just using it as an example that, in my eyes, that would be the time when you need to come over here and you're like, you know, look, some sacrifices have to be made. I am aware of that, you know, whatever. And then come over here and shut somebody down. Now, you have to be very careful. If you're over here by yourself, you're on borrowed time, whether you know it or not. If you're over here with a few guys, you have to be aware. You have to have good situational awareness. As you can see here, that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm falling back because someone got tired of my BS. That's exactly what it happened. You know, when they get tired of your BS, you're in trouble. You have to get out of there, because what's going to happen is they're just going to come up and they're going to roll you. What we have here is me trying to roll the roller. We put a shot in there a little too early. You know, that's something I need to kind of get a hang of, is when to shoot and when not to shoot, and I should have waited till I got closer. Now, granted, you know, the side and rear of that particular tank, you know, we're in business, but if I waited till I got sooner, it wouldn't have dispersed, hit the turret, whatever it hit, and I would have, you know, ended up saving a round. So, you know, small things. Not necessarily broad strokes, but we're small things. You know, something that would kind of help you in the long run for, you know, any type of work you do with autoloaders. Now, you know, if you're running APCR, you know, in your lower tier and you're running APCR and it's super punchy round. Yeah, you know, fire away, but at the same time, you still need to make sure you connect. Moving on. Okay, so the gun's hot, and we are just creeping up on this poor Jagdpanzer. We're going to try to go for a track shot. We managed to do one there. We're going to go ahead and keep pounding on this road wheel. Keep him immobilized, keep farming him. We went ahead and took a cool 2 G's off of him. Now we're going to go ahead and leave. That is, you know, the nature of the Bat Chat. It is an opportunistic fighter. If played properly, you don't actually want to get in a fair fight in this tank. You don't really want to get in a fair fight in any tank, honestly. You want to go out here and tilt things in your favor. And that's, you know, exactly what we're doing. You know, we're making things happen over here, you know, in this particular tank. And, I look up and we're just kind of over here more or less all alone in the end zone. You know, there's not too much. Now, granted, we do have a gentleman, 2R6 here, a yellow, who is very, you know, very much wanting us to survive, laying down amazing cover fire. So you have to have folks who are, you know, invested in your survival. And a lot of times, guys, that's not necessarily the team. You know, you need to find some guys, some platoon mates who are wanting to work as a team. You know, I see so many platoon mates out here who just go one direction, the other one goes the other way, and so on and so forth. We're taking a little bit of rounds right here. We're going to kind of back off, fix some things, and reposition, because you know what? We are far from done. At least that's what we're telling ourselves. Oh, I am out of rounds. Whoops-a-daisy. Wow, okay. I was not even paying attention. That's why I didn't fix that rack. Now it's all coming back to me. This was one of those games that I just had in my archive, and I was scrolling through my Elgato, and it just already happened to be loaded into the Movie Maker. I go ahead and load some of these things in here so I don't have to wait, because I am not patient. And I just said, oh, hey, look at this one. It's already loaded. And I clicked on it, and I had no idea. So, if anybody looks at the date at the end of the game and tells me, that would be awesome. Just post it below. Be like, yeah, it was 6 months ago when you were good in the Bat Chat. I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, thanks. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm psyching people out. I am finessing folks. I am trying to get myself killed. Apparently, I don't know. There's nothing like driving by an M103 with an empty gun, and he just kind of looks at you, and he was probably wondering, why didn't this guy clip me out? Yeah, I was wondering the same thing, and then I'm like, okay, I am out of rounds. But you know, in the Bat Chat, that's kind of what keeps this tank balanced, is they limit the amount of rounds you can have in it, and it's a good thing. Because if you had more, you know, you would, you know, if you could stay out there and keep your health and maintain that health, you would just be an absolute menace to everybody. As long as you could kind of stay in the back and out of the front lines, you would really put some work in. But, you know, in these situations where everything just seems to really click, you know, a lot of things have to happen, you know. And it's not going to be every game, which is, you know, something, as somebody said, they said, you know, I really appreciate, you know, you and Spartan, you know, going out here and posting these games where you guys don't do so hot. And I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. And they're like, you know, it shows us, I have no idea what I'm doing in my life right now. They're like, it shows us, you know, not every game is going to be amazing, not every game is going to be a winner, blah, blah. And I'm like, you know, that's awesome. So that's good. But this is the opposite side of the coin. This is one where we did well. I don't know what I was doing with the artillery. Sometimes, I mean, you know, there's not much I can do except just drive around. But, you know, I have clickers depending on me. I have my mans in the tank destroyer depending on me. So I am just going to go around and just essentially light things up. It's, you know, one big... it's one big kill the arty hunt. And he has just dug himself into a corner. He just fired. And then, boom, he gets erased. So, finally, this game is over. He did not want to give up. And I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to give up either. We did well. We did 7,778 with 327 assists. Right at 8,000 with our little bit of 300 assists. Guys, hope you enjoy. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you guys next time.